This is a major tool to fight back. Majority of our problems come from us picking up negative behaviors that were taught to us that are now stuck in our subconscious that dictates our action by way of repetition. We were repeatedly yelled at. We were repeatedly abused. We were repeatedly, put in financial strains. We were repeatedly in these situations, and now that's all our muscle memory knows. But I'm here to tell you the way that you can fight back is by doing repeatedly positive things and introducing yourself and your muscle memory to these positive things. So if you have been repeatedly thinking negative, you hating on yourself, you're not believing yourself. When people mention big things, you want to hide in the shadows. You want to say things like, oh, I don't see that for me. It's hard right now. We in a recession. Everything you bring up is always negative. You always focus on negative things in life. Oh, we about to go to war. Oh, this flu is coming. Oh, this sickness is coming. Oh, people are dying. Your mind is just tuned to negativity because that's all you know. The way you have to fight back is with positivity. You have to do the opposite, and you have to do it over and over and over because you have years of this built up negative experiences that you were experiencing from everywhere, from the house to a relative's house to a friend's house to school, so your job. So it's almost been never ending. The only way to really fight back is to start doing the opposite and start fighting back with positivity. So instead of thinking negative, you got to start thinking positive. And that's where the affirmations come in. Instead of going around negative people, you got to start going around positive. You got to find them. You got to have a desire to. You got to begin to attract them somehow. Instead of not taking accountability, you want to take accountability. And you don't want to just do it once. You don't want to just do affirmations for a couple months. You want to stay on it and do it every single day, the same way you was getting yelled at every day, the same way you was having problems in school every day. You have to fight back with that positivity, and you have to keep doing it, and then you're going to notice changes. Once you change your mindset and you open up your mind, people hear that and they think, oh, you're supposed to leave the matrix and you're going to start seeing numbers and stuff like that. And when you open up your mind, we just going to be at the Illuminati table, all this crazy stuff. But opening your mind for real is opening your mind to infinite possibilities for yourself in your life. You might want to be the first space cowboy, and you might want to be the first person up there who don't even got to wear a NASA suit. And somebody might say that's not possible. And this is an extreme exaggeration, but you might want to tell that person, maybe that's somebody you don't want to talk to, because you might say, man, don't sleep on me because I really might be that first space cowboy. You can apply that to any other thing in your life that's a lot more realistic. And then you got to get away from people who are trying to tell you what's realistic and what's not, because you might want to open up a restaurant one day and somebody's telling you, man, how you going to open up a restaurant? You $10,000 in debt. That is when your mind is closed. When all you is looking at is what's in the apparent and what's in the past, and the only thing you can see for yourself in the future are these same negative scenarios because your mind is full of negative thinking. So when you start implementing the positive thinking, you can start saying, well, damn, even if you don't know, you can say things like, man, you never know what might happen. I might blah, 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 and then that might be blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, I got the restaurant. Shit, you can make it up in your head and write it out and manifest it. Those are the things you have the power to do, but you don't realize it because your mind is so closed off, because you've been taught to think so negative. So start now, start today. Start with the positivity immediately. And when you do something negative or you notice a negative behavior, question it, write it down. Try to get to the root of your problem so you're not doing it anymore. Treat it like a virus on your internal computer that you need to delete and get rid of. You know what I'm saying? And take it seriously. This is going to be the difference of keeping you where you are or getting you where you want to be.